Today I have a new expression to learn, and it's cut somebody or something off. Alright, so it means to separate something by cutting it away from the main part. Alright. One of his fingers was cut off in the accident. Ooh, that's the creepy example. Cut the fat off the meat. Okay, alright, I think I understand the meaning of this expression and I'm gonna use it today. Hi, Olga, nice to see you. Look, tonight we're gonna have some dinner with my friends and I have some veggies. Would you like to cut off? And you have the guts to say to my face? Hey! Okay,
What's wrong?
I don't want any part of it. I'm done here.
Did I use it right?
Hi guys, welcome back to Life Work in English with Olga. And if you have ever been in the situation when you actually know the expression or the vocabulary, but you don't know all the meanings of that, or you are using it wrong, today we're gonna practice these situations in our video to avoid us to be misunderstood. Sometimes it happens, so that's why today our practice is gonna based on the examples of the vocabulary that we're gonna learn, and your task would be to see if the examples are correct or totally wrong. We're gonna learn our vocabulary with the movie Purple Hearts.
My dear husband.
My darling wife.
If we do this, then we have to make this look normal, like a real marriage. Act like we
like each other.
love each other.
After watching this movie, my student was thinking about me and my country, Ukraine, what is happening there right now, about the war that Russia started, and it touched me.
To all the brave men and women who are serving our country on the other side of the world, thank you.
Touched me deeply, because even though this movie is not about the war, it's actually a love story, great story. It also brings up a lot of different topics apart from love. Why is it great, and who is starring in the movie? So we see there Sofia Carson and Nicholas Galitzine. Also, Sofia Carson played in Feel the Beat. That's an amazing dancing movie. I admired her there. The way she dances, she's super talented, and she is a singer as well. Nicholas, he is also a singer and an actor, and he played in Handsome Devil and Cinderella, that got released in 2021.
I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude and so overjoyed. And I mean, you know, Nick, we talked about this, like how much this movie meant to me and to us. And you never know when you release something into the world what's going to happen. And to see people loving it as deeply as we loved making it is just like the most incredible feeling in the world. And I get teary-eyed just thinking about it.
So how the story began and what happened to the main actors.
It's going crazy.
At the beginning of the movie, we see Luke. He is going to join the army. And Cassie is a singer. She is playing in the band, and she is also writing songs.
Never forget that your Marines are looking at you. They rely on you.
Marines rely on you. What is this rely? It means they depend on you, they count on you, or they trust you.
Rely on, rely upon, someone or something. A phrase, level B2.
To trust or depend on someone or something to do what you need or expect them to do. To depend on something in order to continue to live or exist.
Many working women rely on relatives to help take care of their children.
you trust someone to do something, that you expect someone to do something because maybe you know this person, or he is your friend, or he promised you something, yes, and you expect this person behave in the particular way. So now we will see in our example if this expression is used correctly.
Rely on.
True example or false example.
I can rely on going to bed on time to be able to have enough sleep.
So in this example, I can rely on going to bed on time to be able to have enough sleep. This expression is not used correctly. It's false. Why? Because you can rely on a thing to happen or on the person doing something, but not on the action of going to bed. You can paraphrase this sentence saying, I can rely on, for example, my friend making sure that I go to bed on time. The expression to rely on someone is very similar to the expression to depend on someone and to the expression to count on someone. Depend on, rely on, and count on. Rely on is in the middle of the level of trusting. So we can see that Cassie is working in some kind of pub. Yeah, she's playing music there and also working as a waitress.
I'll have a Coke.
Okay, my kind of guy.
Hell yeah. Could you throw in some lemon slices with that?
How about you pace yourself, bro?
And that's how Luke and Cassie met for the first time. And that meeting didn't go very well. How about you pace yourself, bro? Okay, what she means with it. What is this pace yourself?
Pace yourself. Expression. Level C2.
To be careful not to do something too quickly, so you do not get too tired to finish it.
No more soup, thank you. I'm pacing myself, so I can have some room for the dessert.
Pace yourself is not to spread a lot of energy straight away from the beginning and to save it for succeeding in something in the future. Don't cross the line, yes, save your energy so you can enjoy your evening later.
Pace yourself.
True example or false example.
If you're running a marathon, it's important to pace yourself, so that you don't burn out too quickly.
In this sentence, this expression is used correctly, so it's a true example. If you are running a marathon, it's important to pace yourself, to save your energy, not to start using it from the very beginning, because you might run out of it, yes, and not to have enough energy in the end to finish it.
3 tequilas and a Coke.
So we're good enough to fight for your ass, but not good enough to touch it.
Excuse me?
Okay, I'll excuse you.
So Luke is trying to make up to her and kind of like apologize for his friend's behavior.
We're just blowing off some steam. It's actually a pretty big night. Last night on leave.
Not really an excuse for casual misogyny, though.
His friend maybe overstepped the line, but they are trying to blow off some steam. This is actually an idiom, to blow off some steam, which means to do or say something that helps you to get rid of some bad energy or some strong feeling of something, because it's there last night. And she says, yeah, but this is not an excuse for misogyny, the feeling of hating women, thinking that men are better than women.
Misogyny.
True example or false example.
If a woman stands to her ground, it's a total misogyny.
in this situation, the word misogyny is not used correctly, because if the woman stands to her ground, it means that she protects her rights or maybe her point of view, right? It has nothing to do with the hatred to women from the men's side.
He told me that I should reconsider my stance on men because if I marry him, I would get incredible health insurance.
Health insurance.
Stance, it's kind of like the way of thinking of men or the way of attitude to the man.
Stance. Level C2.
A way of thinking about something, especially expressed in a publicly stated opinion.
What is your stance on environmental issues?
Her friend gives Cassie the idea that being a spouse of the military man, meaning having the full insurance. And why Cassie is actually concerned about it? Because she found out that she has diabetes.
Shit.
And unfortunately, her insurance doesn't cover the medicine that she actually needs to survive. She needs for a living.
I was hoping that you might marry me.
What? Frankie, this is a common scam. They kick the tires on these things, and if they find out it's not real, it's fraud.
So Luke is trying to warn them that this is the scam, and government knows about the scams, and government kicks the tires. So kick the tires is an idiom which means to investigate something prior to doing something. For example, if you'd like to purchase the new phone, you are going through all the characteristics and features that the phone has for you to understand if it's the real deal for you and if you'd really like to have exactly this one. So to kick the tires is to look for all the information about the situation, about the product, about the person, anything before cutting the deal.
Kick the tires. Idiom.
True example or false example.
As a journalist, it's my job to kick the tires, so that the information is accurate and well researched.
So in the given example, the expression, the idiom to kick the tires is used correctly. Because as a journalist, my job is to know, to investigate, to find out all the information before actually revealing it. So my job is to make sure that the information is true, that it's correct.
No, I'm clean now.
Well, it seems like your life's in ship shape. Except you're only 15, right?
He's been using drugs, and that was the reason why his father actually doesn't trust him anymore.
I think he doesn't want to see me even more than I don't want to see him. He made it pretty clear when he cut me off.
Come on, Luke. Dad had to draw the line somewhere. You were so out of control.
So his father cut Luke off.
Cut someone off. A phrase. Level B2.
To separate, stop being friendly, or end a friendship, cause someone to be alone.
Many older people feel cut off and isolated.
If you want to stop the friendship, you would say, I'd like to cut her off. That's the mistake that I made at the beginning, and that's why it was taken in a wrong way.
Cut someone, or something off.
True example or false example.
She cut me off after our fight.
She cut me off after our fight. In this sentence, this expression is used correctly. Write the comments about the vocabulary you would like to learn and the movies that you would like to watch. Also, if you are enjoying learning with me, don't forget about the subscription to the channel and also put the like if you enjoyed this video and you actually learning with me and putting your knowledge into practice.
What happens if you don't pay?
Not paying isn't an option.
You better not come near my family.
I'm sorry. I'm just in a bad spot.
So to be in a bad spot, it is to be in the dangerous situation, to be in the bad situation, or just to be in trouble.
Be in a bad spot. Idiom.
True example or false example.
I don't like spicy food, so I'm in a bad spot when I go to Mexican restaurants.
In this example, to be in the bad spot is not used correctly, because even if you don't like the spicy food, it doesn't mean that you are in the dangerous situation while you are in the Mexican restaurant. Yeah, you are just in the place that you might not like the food, but it has nothing to do with danger or any predicament. Or in case you are allergic to any kind of spice that can be found in the Mexican food, then you can say that I'm in the bad spot if I go to Mexican restaurant because I'm allergic to spice. It means yes, it's dangerous for your life, and it might not end very well. So now Luke is in the bad spot because he needs money.
We're gonna be on their radar, so once I get over there to Iraq.
And he actually goes to Cassie and he offers her this fake marriage, so they can benefit both out of them. Luke can have extra money to pay off his debt, and Cassie can have the insurance for her medical treatment.
We've got to just like set up consistent times where we're going to speak, okay? And we have to make this look normal, like a real marriage.
So after their kind of wedding, they are having the last dinner together before Luke deploys.
Arab is an ethnicity, and you're making it sound like you're hunting down everyone of a certain ethnicity, which sounds kind of problematic.
Yeah, Cassie, he gets it. He's just stirring the pot.
So we use this expression when someone brings something up to get the reaction out of you. Yes, to create intentionally the trouble, to create intentionally the drama. Yes, and maybe the argument and the fight.
Music is my everything. I started as a kid just singing to myself to drown out what was going on at home.
So basically, to do something to block yourself from what is happening, to distract yourself, yes, from what is happening, from something that you don't like, or something that prevents you from doing what you like.
Drown out. A phrase. Level C2.
True example or false example.
The loud music was drowning out my ability to focus on my work.
I couldn't focus on my work because of the loud music. In this example, the expression "drown out" is used correctly.
That every time I sit down to write something original, making a living and all my medical problems get in the way. Maybe that's a cop-out, but I guess now that we're married, I'll find out.
Cop-out, it's the word when we do something to avoid something which is difficult for you or unpleasant for you, or it's just an excuse not to do something that you like because you're afraid of doing it.
A cop-out.
True example or false example.
My friend is feeling sick, that's why he's not coming. I think it's a cop-out.
So what do you think, guys? If your friend is feeling sick and he is not coming to your party, is it an excuse or no? I don't think so. It's the real reason. The word cop-out is not used correctly. It's false.
I'm a third-generation Marine. My grandpa fought in the Battle of Iwo Jima, and my dad got a Purple Heart for being injured in combat in Desert Storm.
Purple Heart. an American medal given to soldiers who have been injured or killed in war.
The name of the movie is used in the metaphorical way that both of them some kind of wounded in their lives. So these two purple wounded hearts actually now joined in this fake marriage.
If I were home more, I'd have a pet iguana. Shut up. They're highly intelligent.
I don't mean to burst your bubble, but an iguana isn't in the cards for us.
Here we have two idioms: to burst one's bubble and to be in the cards.
Burst someone's bubble. Idiom.
To say or do something that shows someone that their beliefs are false, or what they want to happen will not happen.
I hate to burst your bubble, but that's never going to happen.
What you are thinking or believing is not true or is not happening.
Burst someone's bubble.
True example or false example.
I hate to burst your bubble, but the tickets are for a different show.
In this sentence, our expression is used correctly because the person had some false expectation. You can use this expression anytime to reassure someone about his wrong assumptions or his wrong beliefs. So to be in the cards or to be on the cards has the meaning like to likely to happen.
Be safe out there, guys.
I want to say thank you for everyone who is fighting for his country, for his family, for his home, and for his future. You are brave guys, everyone, and I want to say thank you to everyone who supports these people with anything they can.